Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Bish from DPS Lamachor. Today in this session, we'll be doing the full-fledged question of cash flow statement from operating, investing and financing activity. In the previous sessions, we have learned how to calculate cash flow from separate activities, operating, investing and financing. So now we will solve the question where we have to prepare the cash flow statement from all the three activities. So here is the question based on cash flow statement from all the three activities. Question is, opening cash and bank balances rupees 1,50,000, closing cash and bank balances rupees 1,70,000, decrease in stock 80,000, increase in bills payable rupees 1,20,000, sale of fixed assets is rupees 3 lakh, repayment of long-term loan rupees 5 lakh, and net profit for the year rupees 20,000. So in this question we have to prepare the cash flow statement starting with the cash flow from operating activities. First heading under operating activity is profit as per statement of P&L account, which is a net profit. So net profit for the year is already given in the question, 20,000. This profit will be considered as profit before tax. Now as we know, while calculating cash flow from operating activities, we used to add all the non-operating expenses and we used to subtract all the non-operating incomes from profit. But here in the question, there are no non-operating expenses and no non-operating income given. So we will consider this amount as operating profit before working capital changes, which is 20,000. As we know, operating profit is calculated by adding non-operating expenses to the profit and subtracting non-operating income from the profit. So the amount we get is operating profit before working capital changes. Now in this we used to add decrease in current asset and we used to add increase in current liability. So decrease in current asset is given in the question as decrease in stock with the amount 80,000. So we will add decrease in stock 80,000 and increase in current liabilities given as increase in bills payable amount rupees 1,20,000. So we will write increase in bills payable. Amount is 1,20,000. So by adding these items to the operating profit before working capital changes, we get the amount 2,20,000. And this amount is considered as cash generated from operations. Now we will subtract tax paid amount. As there is no tax paid amount given in the question, so the amount we will get at last will be net cash flow from operating activities. So this is the amount of cash flow from operating activities. Next type of activity is cash flow from investing activities. So next will be cash flow from investing activities. So as in the question it is given Sale of fixed asset. Sale of fixed asset is considered as proceeds from sale of fixed asset. That means company is getting a cash by selling its fixed assets. So getting of cash means inflow of cash. So we will add this amount in cash flow from investing activities. Sale of fixed asset. Amount is rupees 3 lakh. So this 3 lakh is considered as cash flow from investing activities. Now the third heading will be cash flow from financing activities. So in financing activities, we will consider repayment of long-term loan rupees 5 lakh. So company is repaying the loan. Payment of loan means there is an outflow of cash. So we will deduct this amount repayment of long-term loans. Amount is 5 lakh rupees. As it is a negative value, so we will put the bracket on this amount. Now by subtracting repayment of long-term loan from cash flow from financing activity, the amount we will get will be cash used in financing activities, which is 5 lakh rupees. So by solving these amount of cash flow from operating, investing and financing activity, we get the amount 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 20,000 is 5 lakh 20,000. 5 lakh 20,000 is a positive value and 5 lakh is a negative value. So by subtracting 5 lakh from 5 lakh 20,000, we get the positive value of rupees 20,000. And this will be considered as net increase in cash and cash equivalents. Amount is rupees 20,000. Now we will add cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year. So cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year is 1,50,000. So we will add 1,50,000 here. The amount we will get is 1,70,000 by adding 1,50,000 to 20,000. So this amount is considered as cash and cash equivalents at the end of the year, which is 1,70,000. So this is how question based on cash flow statement from all the three activity is solved. With this, we have completed this chapter of cash flow statement from analysis of financial statement. In the next session, we'll continue with the new chapter. That's all for today. Thank you.